Every voice and sing to earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Hello?
Call me.
Oh, hey. How you doing? What's up, boy Cook? How are you?
I'm alright, yourself. What's up?
Oh, I'm glad you called me back. You know what? First of all, Happy New Year. Yeah, hey, Happy New Year
Happy
to
New
you.
Year. Same to you, baby.
Let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something, boy Cook. I got BWS, a YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm on YouTube with BWS. So if you go, you know how you get to YouTube, right? Just look for BWS trailer or BWS Inc. And you're gonna see like a little character, like a black character with a chain and three fingers, red, blue, something pointing towards it. That's BWS YouTube channel.
Oh, okay. I'm going to check it out.
Let me tell you what I called you for. Last time I saw you, we had a meeting after my mother passed away. I think it was, what year? Maybe 2020 or was it 21? Something like that. We had a meeting. As a board member for BWS, I acknowledge I will respect the bylaws set forth, that I will not give out any board of directors or any board members' contact information. And it's dated June 2019. And this is from NAM. When I joined. And this is the meeting. This is my meeting for the agenda for group 2. Let's say a prayer. You know what? We had a meeting, correct?
Yeah.
And let me ask you something. You had a blue book and I had a white book, right?
I gave you my book.
That's right. And it was blue. And did it have any pages missing? Was it clean? Was it full?
Yeah, it was clean.
Was it full?
Yeah, it was full.
Yeah, well, a lot been going on, and I went looking for the book. I found your book. You know that book is empty?
No, what? It was full.
That book is empty.
Oh, it was full.
And it got my mother hospital stuff when she was in the hospital. It got a paper of my mother, her hospital records from Interfaith inside the book.
Oh, yeah? Wow.
And NAM, Al Sharpton. Remember I told you I was going to Al Sharpton place to join up for Ally?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but anyway, yo, I don't know why somebody violated me. I don't know. It had to be Wanda.
Yeah, wow. It's crazy.
Why would she want to do something like that? You know what, bro? This is bad, brother. This is bad because I had some good stuff in your book.
Yeah, you're right. Exactly.
And I don't have a copy of it.
No. Oh my God. So can I call you back?
So I just called to ask you, verify that we had this discussion, because if push come to shove, I'm gonna get off the phone. Push come to shove, I get my mother house. I don't want Wanda living here with me.
Right, I hear you.
Because Wanda do drugs and she too, I don't know what's going on with her, and I can't really blame nobody else. And I need you, I need to know, I'm sorry to do this to you, because I know you don't like no type of negativeness or nonsense, but I have to ask you, if push come to shove, can I say that I know a person who can vouch that I had this book, because we had a board meeting. Could I use you in that aspect? Because I don't want Wanda living here.
Yeah, you can.
Well, I'm gonna ask you, bro, boy, Cook. Did we have a meeting over here?
Yes, we did. We did. That's it.
So that's all I want to say. And did you have a blue book and I had a white book, correct?
Yes, I did. Yes, correct.
And was it full? Your book was full. So I like to
Book
take
was
you.
full.
This is what I want to take it to the courthouse.
So can I call you back?
Can I use it for the courthouse?
Yeah.
I love you. I freaking love you. No, I'm going to do a video. And I want you.
I'll call you back.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I hate to get down like that, but you got to do what you got to do, because I work too hard. Hello. Before I get started, at this point, I like to start off with a prayer. God, forgive me for all my sins. I know I haven't been doing right. I know I haven't been going to church. I know I haven't been praying and fasting and doing the things I'm supposed to do, but you know living on this earth is not easy. I ask that you come into, I ask that you forgive me, have mercy on me, help me to find my way back into the house of the Lord. Help me to find my way back into my scriptures and being the black woman I'm supposed to be and represent myself, not for my image to be tarnished or to look as if I'm an angry woman, a black woman walking around with a fist in the air. I ask that you touch my children, that you touch my life, that you touch my business, my finance. I ask that you give me the courage to do what I need to do for BWS, what I need to do for the Afro-American black culture. I ask that you step in front of all my enemies. I ask that you take care the ones that I know of the enemies and the ones that I do not know. And whoever went in my book, God, whoever went in my book and tampered with all my work that I created for my company, for my department, for my executive officers, I ask God that you get into it and that you handle that person or that group the best way you know how. Because can't nobody do you. Can't nobody do anyone as good as you can do. You know, I like to get back my work. I like for all the work that I put forth to manifest. And I like to have my work to show what I've been doing with my life all this time. I'm tired of someone keep stealing my work, keep taking my work, keep copying me, and I don't have any money, God. I ask that you come in the midst of this situation right now and that you handle it in the name of Jesus, I ask. You know, as a black person, as an Afro-American black, I have stepped away from my culture tradition, which is praying. My culture pray. Now, I'm going to tell you what I believe the praying spiritual awareness came from within my culture. I believe back then when everyone was in a bondage and slavery, not only was their conditions so bad, how they had to live, how they was treated as human beings, how they had to work, and all the stuff they endured, which was a lot of hardship, past hardship that we can ever imagine. Imagine a grown person getting beat, held down with a horsewhip. Imagine grown people getting bit by dogs, or imagine kids getting beat up and thrown in swamps. And you know, hey, slavery was bad. It really affected the black Afro-American culture. It affected us for decades. How long have we seen our sons, our brothers and friends who be walking down the street or driving at the sound of a police car. They jet off. They be running. I believe, at first, I wasn't like how I am now. But as I age, I thought they was running because they still have that slave mentality. That slave mentality in them. When someone, a group of race, when a people be treated so badly for so long and deprived so bad, you can't even read, you can't even raise your own kids, they separating you. As soon as you have anything, you standing up being bid for auction. Hey, that's can mess a person mind and body up after a while. That's why I had to come out here with BWS for my culture. Because, yes, slavery has made my culture messed up. We messed up. And look at the decades of years that went by, and now I'm the one coming out talking about, hey, y'all, let's get this support group. Let's have this club for Afro-American blacks. Because that's how long it took to get over the pain and how long it took to get over the harassment, the hurt, the anger, to have a voice, to say, let's deal with this, So, what I'm trying to say is we need BWS. And it's good for my culture to deal with their past. Not get stuck in it, but you have to deal with slavery. And we have to move forward, because slavery did a lot of damage. What you call physical abuse, mentally, physically. Now, somebody having physical abuse and you can see it, that's one thing. But mental abuse, you can't see it. So slavery to me is something like mental abuse and physical abuse. And you can't see the scars, but they come out in different ways. And, people who's not black, Afro-Americans, I want you to hear me if you tune into my channel, and I want you to have some sympathy and a heart for Afro-American blacks. I want you come to the churches, I want you to pray for them that they cross over. Because it takes a lot for a person to cross over when they have endured so much negative, so much stuff that they just can't, it's blowing their mind. They start smoking, they start drinking, they don't care, and for you to come out of all of that, you have anger, it's not like you have, hey, it's a lot. But I want my people to cross over, and that's why I'm here tonight. I want you to cross over. You see, something happened to me. What happened? What happened is I went to look for my book so I can do my Wednesday video for Black Weight Support, BWS, and I discovered again that someone has tampered with my book. What makes it bad is that this particular book had my executive officers in it, everything for I don't know if you're familiar with 1023. It's like a phrase the government used. Why do you have activities, or should you get funded? It's not easy doing all of that stuff. I did it. I didn't act upon it right away like how I had anticipated, because it was a lot going on. As I said, I started BWS in 2016. 2017, I got robbed. I started BWS the beginning of January 2016. By the time I got the foundation for BWS finished, it was like in September of 2016. I get robbed January 2017 of work that you just saw me getting upset about, like right now, and I had to stop and become a pro se lawyer and defend what was stolen from me and who did it. And I'm going to tell you, the people that was involved, they did get in some type of trouble because they no longer work at the premises where I said that this has occurred, and when you go to court is not easy. Court always like to drag you out. So 2017, and I'm not a lawyer, but I had to stop BWS and learn how to represent myself as a lawyer. I had to learn the lingo, how to speak to a judge, how to ask, and how to represent myself as a lawyer. So for me to do that, it took a lot of reading and writing and presenting the exhibits for my case. And then my mama took sick. She didn't tell me how sick she was. You know, I'm so busy doing BWS. I think she took sick in 2018. She was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. What in the world is her paper when she was in a hospital with bed sores and when she was going through what she was going through before she died? How in the world did that paper get in my book of BWS? Let me tell you something about me that you do not know. I'm very organized. I'm very organized. Girl, I multitask a lot. And I'm very private and I take my work serious because it's something that I believe in. For my mother hospital records to come out from wherever it came out from and came into my BWS book, that's out of order right there. Someone actually had the time enough to go through my mother documents and be specific on what kind of paper they were going to put in my book, my BWS book. And that's BWS property, but that property, that book you saw belonged to one of the board of directors. That was the book that board of director had. That's why I had to play and record that to let you understand that this is not something that I just started, that this is something that's real in me, that I'm very passionate about, and that this is happening, that it happened. I be getting robbed for my ideas. So I'm just trying to show y'all I'm legit, that this is something that I am going through and is reoccurring, and I would like for it to stop. So sometimes, you know, don't get me upset. Don't get me wrong. I was upset because I already have a very full life and I already have a very full schedule now. I had to come do videos and do this. And to find that something I worked so diligently on is gone, it's very disappointing, you know. And when I get upset, I tend to talk a little loud because like I talk from my stomach, and I tend to project my voice because I don't have a microphone, and I like for everyone to hear what I'm saying. I was upset, and I'm only human. I'm not a spirit. I'm not a God. I'm not I'm not a spiritual being. I have feelings and I've been going through so much drama. Come on, since slavery. Not me since slavery, but my people. And, you know, I go through a lot because I'm black. So I'm upset. And, you know, I have to stop and realize that, you know what, Geraldine, you're going to have to take it to God. And I did that before. I used to be very much into the church. And I came out the church for a very long time. But it's time now for me to get back into church and get right with the Lord. Because when you got so many people coming up against you, the only thing you could do is pray. So I realized that my ancestors, when they were slaves, they had nobody else to help them. They had to believe in some kind of spiritual being. And that's when our old folks tale came in. Way in the waters, way in the waters, children, way in the waters, God gonna trouble the waters. You know, they had to believe in some kind of spiritual being to come help them, because they was in a very dire situation. And the song you heard, Lift Every Voice and Sing, was created and written by an Afro-American black man. Yes, it was. Yes, the song was. And I had to give him his props because he and his brother wrote that song. But I'm not going to go too much into that because I have to pick up my books and talk about him and not fully engage into what he was about in his life with accurate facts. I'm only one person, so I can do but so much at one time. But I did want to let y'all know, voice and sing, there is more words to that song. And it's going to take you right back down into slavery. And maybe one day in the future, not maybe, I'm quite sure one day in the future I will read the whole song out. And this song, I decided to use it for BWS. It been on the agenda for BWS because it represents the culture. For people who thinking about coming into BWS, for you Afro-Americans, you will hear and sing that song. Because you know what? It is the black anthem for Afro-American black. It is our song. I'm a little whiplash because I've been running from town to town, cab to cab, and doing this and doing that. But I had to get a video out tonight for y'all. And the video tonight, I just want to start out by saying, Afro-American blacks, we are always being put down. All the time we're going to be put down. We got to go through a lot all the time. And I like to say, I don't want nobody who's Afro-American black to be offended or feel embarrassed about wanting to have an elite support group, like a clubhouse for yourself. I don't want you to feel that way because there are a lot of people who traveled to the United States and made a ton of money and has did tremendous work for their people back home. And it's not like I'm talking about these people, even though I am, but let's just be real, because I'm getting sick and tired of everybody stealing my stuff and making it feel like what I'm doing is wrong. So I gotta just put it back out and clap right back on you. When you coming into my black community and you open up a storefront, I don't steal your plans. I do not steal your blueprint. There's nobody from our neighborhood going into your home, stealing your blueprint, the merchandise that you're about to bring in our community, who your buyers are. So why you gonna have to violate me? That's what I'm just trying to say. When you come into a black neighborhood, because you know you came into the black neighborhood to open up your nail salon, your liquor store, your beauty supply store, your Rite Aid, whatever store it may be. You had a plan. And you had to sit down and think about that plan. And then you had to spend your money. And you had to write your plan down. Hey, ain't nobody black looking in your notebook, taking your stuff, getting mad at you. So I want the same kind of respect. I'm tired of you stealing my stuff. I'm tired of you putting all this stuff in front of me to stop me from doing what it is that I want to do. And I don't want you threatening me either. I don't want you threatening me either, putting my dead mother information in my BWS book, because subliminally, I'm looking at it like you talking about me, hurting me. Because after the paper, what was the next page? The name, Al Sharpton. What is Al Sharpton all about? Reverend Al Sharpton. What is he all about? His organization name. I'm going to tell you what it's about. It's about when a black person got shot and killed. And then here come Al Sharpton. Well, so don't be making me feel that way, because I'm going to pray on you. You understand? Because I want to see you be God. I want to see you stop them natural disasters from falling down on you. Stop that sickness from falling down on you. Of course I'm mad. And I'm going to come out here on TV with this, because I've been going through this ever since I started BWS. That's 8 years. And I'm fed up with that. You know, how come we can't live and let live like you say? The model is up here in the United States, live and let live. Everybody have a voice. As long as I'm not hurting you or coming down on you, you need to back up off me and give me my space. Because I'm sick and tired of being robbed all the time. I'm tired of it. And stopping me from my glory or my passion of what I want to do, and then copying me and taking it from me, and I don't have no money here. I don't like it. So stop it. I'm going to put it right back on you. That when you're ready to come into the business, when you're ready to come into somebody's new neighborhood, make somebody steal all your plans. And steal all your business, how you run your business. Look, cut it out. We all got to live. That's why I have BWS, because we all got to live. I got to live too, and my people got to live too. Because, you know, let me talk about you for a minute here. You come into my black neighborhood. You come into the United States, into the black neighborhoods, and you open up a shop. And you all do that. And then, you know what? The black people not going to your neighborhood. Come on, let's look at it. Y'all all coming towards, voila, us. me and my people. And you expect for nobody after a while not to get upset? You coming into my neighborhood changing the streets. You coming into my neighborhood getting homes. You coming into my neighborhood open up your storefront, patronizing your business, getting American dollars from my people. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at it. And it's not just one. It's all of you. It's all of you. You own all the bodega stores. You own all the liquor stores. You own every business that's here in the black, all the dry cleaners, every business that's here in the United States. And you come and you open up and you lift your life. You uplift your life on the backs of black Afro-Americans because you come into our community and do your work. Buy your building. Open up your business. Now you need to slow your roll down. Because you do it all the time. And I'm fed up with it. I'm fed up with the lopsidedness here in the United States. That's why it came to me to have this support group. That's why it came to me. Because I don't see me and my people going nowhere. We don't travel. We don't go to your country and see what it's all about. And you get to share your luxury or who you is. Matter of fact, you don't even want to share a recipe. All right? So, we all got to live. That's all I got to say. Be thankful for what you have. But don't expect for me to keep being kind and nice like I'm dead and like you can walk all over me because I'm American black and because my ancestors were slaves and like I don't want nothing. Cut it out. Let's just talk about that. Look at the people let's start it off like Akon. I love Akon music. But Akon is an African, and he's true to his blood. Because Akon came to America, right? And he made some beautiful songs that I fell in love with, that I supported. And what did Akon do? He took his money and he built up a part of Africa. Now, I can get really deep down into Akon business and tell you exactly what all he did for Africa. And he did a lot that he changed their whole system over there. Was it the water system there? Akon spent a lot of money. And then he made his bulk of his money up here in the United States. And he took the bulk of his money and uplifted his people. Let's check that out. He uplifted his people. Nobody like me or nobody else is saying, oh, Akon, you're making money. Why you going to hook up only but the Africans? He did. So I don't want to hear you coming to me talking about Geraldine while you just trying to talk about Afro-Americans. Don't do that to me. You ain't do it to him, and I'm not going to allow you to make me feel indifferent and do it to me. It's not about putting nobody in the group, but it's what people have a feeling for and give money to and want to help out. I like what Donald Trump said. I don't know the man, and I don't socialize with him, but you know one thing he said that always stick in my brain? Let's make America great. I'm down for that. You know why? I'm American. This is my home. And I don't like how it's going downhill, how everything is. So I'm down. I like what he said. Let's make America great. Look at Rihanna. Rihanna come over here. She's a beautiful person. I don't know her. I just see her on TV. But I like her song. She's a beautiful looking woman. Her little sexy self. But she came up here to New York from Barbados, right? And she comes up here, and what did she do? She opened up, I think it's the Clara Foundation. That's for the people back home in her country. And Rihanna did so much for her country. I believe her country made her an ambassador. Yeah. Rihanna spent a lot of money in her country. And she helped all those kids back home where she's at underneath her foundation. And she bought herself a beautiful hotel. It's her home. But girl, you see her beautiful home she bought for herself in her country? Look at the Jews. You come up here and you open up your businesses and stuff. I don't want you to keep picking on me no more. Because so what? I want to do something for Afro-Americans. You ain't doing it for them, and I ain't just talking about the Jews. I don't see Rihanna doing anything for anybody Afro-American. She took her money and uplifted the Bahamas, people over there. I don't see Akon giving nothing to no Afro-American blacks. Matter of fact, Oprah Winfrey, she took her money and she opened up and she did something beautiful for the people of Africa. You cannot forget Africa got 52 countries and the second largest continent in the world. Oprah went over to Africa, gave those girls a school, and from when I read about the situation, students came to New York and went to Ivy League colleges, got great jobs. I don't see her giving any money to the Afro-American culture like that to do anything for us. I have not heard of it. I didn't say she didn't do it. Show it to me that she did, because I have not heard, that she did anything for any of her people from her own culture besides her families and close friends. Look at Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, I read extensively on him. Why? He's a good entertainer. Every time I was growing up, every summer he was every time you turn around, Mike was coming out with a jam like R. Kelly for the black community. Every time you turn around, man, Mike came out with another jam. We love it because black people, we like having our house parties and stuff. Well, we used to, or our gatherings, or when we doing what black people do, we put on our songs. Hey, that's how I grew up. That's how our black people in my neighborhood grew up. But the point is, what I'm trying to say to you is that, look at that man. It's a shame that the United States give the bulk of money to a certain culture, a certain race, to athletes. You see all that money they making, and they buy 15, 5, 7 cars. Man, you can't think of nobody else. You can't think about somebody else once in a while besides yourself. What about the United States? Is kind of messed up. I'm down with Donald Trump. Let's make America great again, because they give a lot of money to stars, doctors. I guess I don't know how much money a doctor actually makes. I know our athletes, they make some money. They make some money. Just playing sports. They make a ton of money. And our entertainers make a ton of money too. But, I don't really see them giving back to the black community enough. So that's what my episode is about tonight. To say to you, this is not something new that I just thought about. This been in the works since 2016. And I wrote everything down. And a lot of my stuff, all my stuff really got stolen. Come on now. Come on. But, I just prayed on that, and I'm gonna let it be. I'm gonna leave it. I just prayed on that, and I'm gonna leave it. And I'm gonna get me back together spiritually with my Lord, because the United States had me going so much, and I was so hurt from what I've been through, that I just stopped going to church. But I crossed over. And I can't believe I crossed over. And for anyone to cross over, oh my God, that's something big. I crossed over. And I'm here now in my BWS YouTube studio talking to you. So let's talk about tonight's topic. Tonight's topic is about the black man. I like to talk about the black man. But first of all, this is Black History Month, right? Who we gonna big up for Black History Month? BWS gonna big up. Ready, y'all? All. And I said all. The 100% Afro-American females of the United States. Oh, that's right. This year, I'm going for black women. So all month, target black women, because I feel black women, we getting the last end of the stick. I feel that black women, it's not I feel, it is. We don't get our proper respect. We're not making our money. We're not moving out of slum communities. We're not living in high-rise condos, jets, boat living, traveling, vacation homes. We don't have none of that. We don't have none of that. And the only time a black woman do get anything like that, she has stepped out the culture. And not too many of the black sisters stepping out the culture neither. Don't get me wrong, we may have some, but we don't have that many. That way, I'm not even talking about it right now. But I want to talk about black women. I'm bigging us up, including myself in the mix, because we have always been the backbone in the black community to the point we getting really hurt out here. We getting really hurt out here now. Everybody don't come in our community. Our community is diversified and gentrified. We got all the girls coming from all over the world, coming all on top of our sons, husbands, and brothers. And our brothers and sons and husbands is leaving the black woman behind. What happened to the black love? That's what I wanted to talk about. To the brothers. What happened to the black love that y'all supposed to do? Support, nurture, have our backs. Y'all don't have our backs no more. And you know what? A lot of black people is always mad at white people. I don't know why you just only concentrate on white people. Because yeah, white people, don't get me wrong. They racist, they unfair in the money, in the housing, and living that prestigious lifestyle. They are unfair. Because with any immigrant, and don't get offended when I use the word immigrant, it's just that I cannot say all the countries out of the United States. The dictionary made a word called immigrants to represent that. So I'm not trying to be disrespectful because maybe my voice is loud to you or I'm not that feminine when I'm speaking or something like that. But the point is, what I'm trying to say is that when the immigrants come over here, they start out in the black community, in the slum. They don't live around the whites. They come over here and they look at white people. They put them on a pedestal, and they have every right to do that because white people have it all. They live in the life. They live in the American dream, you know. They got nice homes, nice mansions. They got so much money. They got so much money, they paid everybody $15 an hour. Hey. But our black men, what happened to y'all? Y'all left us. Y'all left us. You know, y'all took your money. Y'all came up. We have some black American brothers, some Afro-American brothers who came out from the poorest neighborhoods in the black community. And they came out with the black love, with our hugs and kisses and our family and our support by listening to them, taking their music, listening to their comedy, whatever they had to offer. We support ours. We support our people. Back in the days, right, I'm going to tell you something. I don't know about this, right? But back in the days, and I like to talk about this too on this channel. Back in the days when our brothers was performing, doing their little dancing and their little turning around and stuff like that and stopping off and going back like that, girl, the white girls had their panties off, wringing it like it was a rag or a flag, and throwing it on the stage. Our sons had a way of making another woman feel sexual. Yeah, they had that magic touch for those girls. But they got that magic touch from their mama, their sisters, their cousins, and their girlfriends who black. They didn't get there all by themselves. Who you think they was hugging and kissing and rubbing on before they became stars and superstars and athletes? Y'all wrong. I just gotta tell you like that. Y'all are so wrong. You know, I have never ever came down on a black man before. But now, y'all disgust me. And I have heard when I came out of the shelter system, all them years, and sleeping on the floor, living underneath my means, and making me look something like I don't even know who I am. I heard sisters talking about, yeah, you know, our brothers, they stepped off the sisters, and when you talk about them, they get all mad. You know, I hear girls talking from time to time, but I didn't have time to dwell on it because I'm trying to save my life and have a life, you know. But now that I'm out of the shelter system and I'm looking at my neighborhood and I'm looking around, my neighborhood suck. And I'm looking at my brothers. I'm looking at my sisters. I'm looking at myself. I'm looking at my children. I'm looking at my friends who are dead or who's smoked out, cracked out. I'm just looking at it because I remember how beautiful my neighborhood was. And I remember my black family. I don't got it around me now, but I remember my black family. And I remember us having Sunday dinners. And I remember how my grandmother, everybody go to church. My kids don't have a clue to that. And not just my kids, a lot of black kids, a lot of Afro-American black kids are lost because we don't keep up our tradition. It's another reason that I want to have this support group to keep us alive, you know? But our black people, our black sons with their fine self, and you ain't get there by yourself. I'm going to let you know that, you know? Because we got some fine sisters out here. Well, we had. Our sisters was beautiful, but they've been dogged. And the black man helped dogged us. Yeah, that's what it's all about. That's why I'm picking up women's for the month of for the history, for Black History Month. That's why I'm bigging up women's, Black Afro-American women for Black History Month. Because you dogged the sisters. You told us. And I heard it too when I was young. And I heard it through the grapevine. And I heard you telling those sisters, we love you. We like it dark and natural. You're a liar. You're like a light with long hair. Because, tell me you don't. Tell me you don't. All of you who's in that Hollywood scene, who's in that athlete scene, 400 million, y'all put a ring on a female finger that's not black at all. No wonder Black History Month got so many colors of skin. Y'all out there making biracial babies on the regular. Y'all are so embarrassing to the black culture. I'm telling you, from my point of view, brothers, y'all act like y'all never had sex before. You act like nobody never made you feel good by foreplaying. That y'all just ran off like that and left all our sisters behind? You couldn't marry no sister? What was the problem? Oh, I'm not going to marry one sister because I'm too busy having sex with this one and that one. And now you have so much sex, you done stepped off the sisters? And got all the sisters here behind, poor, and all these women is jealous and trying to hurt us just to destroy the black culture? Just to say that, you know, there is no first? You're wrong. You're wrong. You are so wrong for leaving me and all my sisters behind and watching everybody get sick and go out on drugs and watching us lose our beauty and not helping us representing the world as black queens. You got the nerve to call other women not black a black queen. Now, I'm going to just say it. Of course you can love who you want to love. And of course you're going to, don't you come to me talking about, oh, well, you can't help who you fall in love with. Oh. How can you all fall in love with women out the black culture? Why you got to make us all feel like we ain't crap, that we underneath your shoes? I don't understand that. You know, a sisters give you, I can't help it. Oh, why? I can't help it because black girls are a little preserved and they not so hoish or whatever. But you know what? We didn't have that opportunity. How you going to do that with no money? And you don't get to get out your neighborhood. You could have took us with you. You know? But you didn't. You sold us out. Just like the Africans who sold out the slaves and handed some people over to the white people to put in the boat to bring them to New York. So, I think you're wrong, black man. I think you're very wrong for doing that. And even in my own family, you know, I'm in the shelter all these years. I see my own family member, men's, who got women's, who they bought homes for. They gave them a home. and a ring and my last name, my family name. And don't even do nothing for their own family. You're so wrong, you know? And I just had to look at that and realize you are wrong. Oh, your mouth is big. Oh, you this. Oh, man, you so wrong for treating your own blood that way. I don't even hear your excuse. Matter of fact, whatever you saying, it don't even matter to me no more. That you rather run somebody over for who? An immigrant? Someone coming over here and, oh yeah, hi honey, and talking all nice and cute. Because just to suck you out and sucking me out of having a home, a place to live, that's why our community is destroyed. Because you took your money and you uplift other people. That's why everybody come over to the United States. Because our black men don't stick with us. You know? So when somebody come over, oh, they excited. Oh, she don't know nothing about that. Oh, she cook a little different. Oh, she what are you showing her? How to be me? Because she wind up cooking like me or want to cook like me. What? Macaroni and cheese, candy yam, fried chicken, cornbread, tossed salad, french fries, hamburgers, soup, cake, pastries. She dancing to my music my way. You teaching her how to have. You wrong. That's all I gotta say. All of you is wrong. Even in my own family. You make black women feel like we ugly, we stupid, we don't deserve anything. We just, so now I'm talking people who don't sound like, you eat crap. I'm more than what you want to make me. And I'm more than somebody who had to stay in the shelter system all them years. You know? I'm better than you. I'm better than you. And I want my sisters to know they are better than you too. Lose your weight, girls. I'm trying. Lose your weight. Get back yourself. Go back to school. Lift yourself up. You know? Because our own brothers had crapped on us as well. So, with that being said, I'd like to start out with my first person for tonight who I'd like to discuss. Lawrence Fishburne. Yeah, girls, you know that fine brother. Ain't he cute? What's his net worth? Let's talk about it. Why? You don't want me to talk about it? Or the other girls talk about it? Why you think they ran up on you? Now, I know you got kids, and your kids can hear my video, but I'm coming from a black woman point of view. This is a black station, and you did not marry a black girl. You married, what's her name? She's Spanish, right? Right? She's a beautiful woman in your eyes. She's beautiful in your eyes. Mr. Fishburne, I understand that, But you put a ring on her finger, and when you die, you're going to make sure she has a comfortable nest for her to retire, or you to retire, or for her to retire off her. You loved her so much that you didn't see no sister, that you could give none of your sisters none of your bread or your last name. And then you stood by your wife, right? And you allow her to play and try to play like she's a black woman. She took roles, black women roles, And did you ever talk to her about that? Babe, I love you and stuff, but why you pretend to be a black woman? Can't you just find roles for yourself? Like your culture. You had to dog us that much. You had to dog us that much, make us feel so ugly that she had to be viewed as a black woman when she's not. Mr. Fishburne, boo to you from BWS Inc. I'm not going to let nobody like you make me feel bad anymore. And I don't want my sisters walking around feeling bad anymore. And you know what? I'm glad I have this platform. So the next time another woman take roles as a black one, I'm going to have something to talk about. You know, somebody should talk about it. That's what I wanted to say. And who is the second person of a man that I like to give a shout out to? Ooh, John Legend. Yeah, John. You know, you wasn't nowhere really financially. It wasn't until our black community started. I'm going to tell you what song it was, John. Red Light, Green Light. That you, to me, that's when you picked up. And then Chrissy, that's her name, Tiggins. Her dad is white. Her mother is, man. They say she's a model. She has opportunity to be a model. Her dad, he's white. And you know when you white, a lot of doors is open to you, right? But, and your wife, Lawrence Fishburne, his ex-wife, Gina, I don't think they married no more. And John Legend, he's still married to his wife, Chrissy. Woman to woman, you ain't had to go get a black man. You can't help who you fall in love with. No, you just don't want to see a sister have a home. That's how I see it. You know, you could have fallen in love with your own kind. You're not even together anymore. You know? And then you're going to take the black man, but then you don't stand up for black issues. Like Shaquilla Robinson. Did y'all talk about that woman, how she died in Mexico? Did y'all discuss, you know, you love a black man, right? Did you look at Breonna Taylor? Did you discuss and want to change laws? Well, I just want to say something to you girls. You just can't take our brothers and act like you don't care about the black issues. The doors of opportunities to make it equality for black Afro-American women. John is an Afro-American black man. Lawrence Fishburne is an Afro-American black man whose ancestors were slaves. So I'm from the same culture, just like him. And we big up our people. And I think it's wrong when you take our brothers, right? But then you don't even care about the black issues. It makes me wonder, do you really care about that black man? Really? Because if you really cared about the black man, you would want, I would like to see you care about black issues. Not just about how he can make you feel. Not just about you came into a new environment and now you got somebody where you can live and say, I live here too. You know? They came from a culture. And I got to tell those brothers, sometimes you got to look back and see where you came from. You just can't walk away. You just can't do that. I think you're wrong for doing it and leaving all us girls behind with all that money you're making. So, who was the next person I wanted to talk about? Martin Lawrence. I love you. You know who love you even more? My sister. She played all your reruns. I mean, Martin, she played you to death. Yes, you do, Martin. And you know what? When you came out, I watched you all the time too. And yes, Martin, you made me laugh. I'm not lying. You are so funny. You funny. You know, and I was shocked, Martin, when I started this company and I started to look for role models and black people to see that you too have stepped off the black woman. I think your woman is Spanish, right? So, oh, wait, Lawrence Fishburne and you both have Spanish women, right? Well, you know, and you got nice kids. I see your kids. Only thing I gotta say, you know, they black too, though. They can support BWS. They don't just have to get the book of your love and just walk away from black issues. Because we do have black issues. And that's one thing BWS would like to do. We'd like to bring out the issues that affect the Afro-American Black communities. And I would like for people who love Black men to help out. Besides just take our men, put them in a cozy little neighborhood and drag them all over the world and don't care about where they came from. Or try to change them, like you're not Black. And then don't even have your kids acting like they not Black. That's all. So, really it was to the guys more so than to the women, BWS is a support group to uplift the Afro-American Black families. And some of our Black families are biracial Blacks. And I would love to see that your children not run away, not just take what's good from the Black person, from the Black culture, and not care about the rest of us. Because after all, we all supposed to be family to a certain way. You like our style, you like our men's, you like the music, you like to have the last name, and you don't want to go back where you came from neither. So, that's my segment tonight for BWS. Tune in next week to BWS and let's see where this channel is going to take the Afro-American Black culture.